Oh my God, excuse me.
That's a great way to start the broadcast.
Ah!
It's all
So
right.
we have Olivia here today, and
Is Olivia the peacock? I'm kidding.
What is happening? Someone send help.
Okay. Okay. We're live on the Love Pod. Welcome to the show. Hold on, I'll get it in a second. I'll get it. Hold on. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Love Pod, everybody. I'm Dina. My co-host Vince is on the bottom there. And of course, we have the Circle Season 6 winner, Brandon Baker, on the show with us today, recapping Season 7. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
Yes, excited. I'm excited to talk about these 4 episodes.
I had a rough watch of it. You know, it's still a little bit up. It's really up and down. Like no drama, crazy drama, no drama, crazy drama. Just the roller coaster ride is all over the place.
Yeah, it's this season. I don't even know how to track it. Just because I'm like, all right, do any of them like each other or no?
Well, the only ones I think are who legitimately have a fighting chance outside of this matchmaking that they're trying to do is Jadeja and Darian. I think everybody else is fair weather.
I'm gonna agree.
Now, Vince, I know that you are used to dating shows, and it seems like they're trying to make this season of The Circle a dating show yet again. Even though it's not technically a single season. So you fell in love in the pods. Do you think if the voices were removed and the emotion were removed, could you fall in love through a screen like The Circle?
oh,
Be honest, Ben.
I don't know. The emotion and the voices are everything. And who knows? You could get catfished if they do that. Who knows? So.
Yeah, that would be a fun twist for us anyway. Maybe not for you guys, but for us. Brandon,
it's like, oh, you love me? Sorry, I'm not real.
Hi, Mads. Brandon, would you go on Love is Blind?
Oh God. It would have to be like, I don't know. It would have to be a special season. I feel like here's my real thing with it. I don't want to come out at the end of the pods and the other person be like, oh shit, I messed up.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen a time
I would fear
too.
that too.
Yeah. So I was just kind of like, I don't know if I can handle that level of rejection.
I agree, especially with all those cameras there. I can't imagine any of it.
I'm told as long as you don't walk like a T-Rex, you'll be good.
Wah, wah. We love dinosaurs here. We are very pro dinosaur and very pro peacock too, it seems.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Let's get into our fan questions for you, Brandon. We have, a hot minute, and then Vince, feel free to weigh in as these come up if you've got, similar experiences on your side of things. So this I think could apply to both of you. Was there any part, and obviously you're filming so much, there's a lot that's not included, but were there specific parts that you remember happening that weren't included in the episodes?
Yeah, I remember there was like a conversation between QT and I that was like really important, and they didn't show it. But it makes sense that they didn't show it because because of how they wanted to edit the season. I think that's the reason why they didn't show that conversation. But for the most part, I felt like, listen, everything you said in the show, you said it. Okay,
Yeah.
so people always try to blame the edit and be like, blah, blah, blah. They manipulated this, they manipulated that. You still said it. You still said it. So at the end of the day, I think what was shown was pretty accurate.
Okay.
I don't think everyone was maybe given the best clips of things that they said. But at the end of the day, you say it on TV, you don't know what's going to show up. Ooh.
That is true. And Vince, I think your experience was a little different. So what about you? What appears on TV versus what happens in real life?
They don't show enough of the bromance. I think that they were annoyed that there was more chemistry between the guys than there was between the guys and the girls. But yeah, there was a lot of that. I specifically remember Trevor had whipped cream on his upper lip, and I walked by, swiped it, and ate it on camera. Just, total disregard for great content. That's what the people wanted.
That would have been
Absolutely.
so good.
I think that's just too R-rated for Netflix. Maybe it's not primetime viewing.
Are you kidding me?
I know, and we'll get to those games in a minute that they played on this last couple of episodes of The Circle. But first, Crazy Mads wants to know if you guys like The Walking Dead, the show. We are not all Circle content here.
I know. I watched it in the beginning. It changed for me. It got to a point where I was like, okay. I was like, it's just another group of people trying to eat more people.
Yeah, which is really reality TV in a nutshell. Vince, have you seen The Walking Dead?
I have. I'm more of a Sopranos guy myself, so The Walking Dead just did not resonate with me.
I tried. So I heard around the time that The Walking Dead and what was the other one? The medieval
Game of Thrones.
Yes, thank you. Game of Thrones. And the first episode I happened to put on of The Walking Dead, they were eating a human leg. And then I was like, all right, let me try Game of Thrones. So then I switched over to Game of Thrones and it's the Red Wedding episode. And I'm like, this is too much. I am like a let's fall in love behind a pod wall kind of gal. I am not a let's watch bloody murder. I'll watch true crime episodes all day, but they don't actually show the gore. Not that it's real, but so yeah.
Ooh, that would be a good angle for this podcast in the future, is like true crime.
True crime dating?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It would certainly be a turn, that's for sure. But this podcast is full of unexpected turns, so you just never know.
Okay.
And again, this is for both of you. What'd you do, Brandon? What's going on over there?
No, just keep going.
Okay. Were you guys able to make food requests?
Yes, we were able to request like groceries. So we made grocery lists. It wasn't like we couldn't do like Uber Eats and all that crap, but we definitely did like we could get pretty much anything we wanted as long as we weren't like, oh, I want filet mignon every day. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate. I think I would have to survive off Uber Eats if I could there.
No, they force you to cook. So if you can't cook, you're doing frozen dinners.
Vince, did they feed you? I know the controversy at Love is Blind is you did not have enough food.
No idea where this is like coming from. People must have been so stressed they weren't eating. But I started gaining weight at like a rapid rate because like, keep in mind, you're like kind of sitting around all day and, there's like a fridge and it's all stocked and like every 2 minutes they're coming in with like a dolly of more food. And then like breakfast, lunch, and dinner is catered. And so then you're like, oh, they have an extra dinner there. Well, I guess I'll have 2 of those tonight.
Face.
So like in every single episode I'm in, I have like a sandwich or something in my hand while I'm talking. And I think that was them being like, look, we feed him. Vince is eating.
Yes, absolutely. They definitely increased the food footage season 6. Season 5 even a little bit too. Brandon, you looked a little shocked that Vince got catered meals. Is that not
yeah.
Jimmy John's you ever?
I'm a little pissed off. I would have loved to have catering, especially when it was like breakfast time and they're like, hey, get up. And you get up and they're like, okay, you should start your day. And I'm like, dude, I sit on the edge of my bed for 20 minutes contemplating whether or not I even want to do today. So you're trying to get me to cook breakfast? I'm like, that's a joke.
Yeah, breakfast is not a part of your daily routine, and now it has to be.
We did cook twice, and it was breakfast. The 2 times we did cook, it was breakfast. So.
You cooked twice? Calm down.
Yeah.
Don't get
more
too
just to
crazy.
show off me cooking. I was like, yeah.
All right, Gordon Ramsay. Did you like firehouse style meals where you cook for everybody, or is it every man for himself?
Oh, it's everybody. So you cook for everyone. It actually got contentious. There was like, because it starts, you get a lot of butts in the kitchen, and then it's just like tensions start to rise, arguments start to happen. It almost turned into a true crime podcast the second day. Actually, it would have been. We can
probably do a true crime episode. There's certainly like the dating game killer. I mean, there's a tie in there. Maybe we'll have the First Degree on and do a little crossover of famous like TikTok girlfriend kill. Maybe we'll go murder for like one episode.
Yeah, do it.
No, I love it.
We're all about love and murder. Okay.
So
I'm into it.
I gotta ask Brandon a serious question. So what has the attention been like from all the fans for you?
Honestly, I've had really good experiences. I'm very lucky that I don't have a lot of people that are like coming after me or trying to like attack me. I think I've gotten like maybe 10 to 20 like comments that have been really nasty, but it's honestly, I think I've lucked out. Everybody's been super nice.
Have you gotten any dates out of it at least?
No, I'm too scared of it. Like, it's so, for me, it's like, I don't know if someone wants to like date me because they like my personality or because they saw me on the show. So for me, I'm like, I'm very much I don't do face value very well. Like, I'm not like, oh, he's hot, let's go on a date. I'm more like, oh, he makes me laugh, let's go on a date. So for me, I'm always like, okay. They'll be like, oh my God, I just really love like your personality and stuff. And I'm like, okay, we've known each other for 5 minutes. Have you seen the show? Because I'm just like, if you've watched the show for me, and that's where you're getting who you think I am from, I just struggle with that because it's not exactly who I am. I'm a complicated person.
My takeaway from this is Brandon likes funny guys. So if you're listening to this and you're funny, make them laugh. There you go.
Can we take applications and Vince and I will screen them and set you up?
Oh, I'm into it. Let's do
I'll even do it behind a wall too. So that way, we'll do the whole.
You'll feel more comfortable.
I'll get you some gold goblets. We'll even cater your food this time.
Oh, yeah. Where's my gold? Oh my God, I'm slacking because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning here, but gold glasses ready.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Dina.
It is 5 o'clock. You know what? The way my life's been going lately.
She's skipping over the wine and going right into the bourbon right now.
Yeah. Somebody right into my veins. Just shoot it right into my veins.
We're gonna do an online speed dating. I'm so into it.
Yes. Oh my God, that's my dream. If like we just make this an online dating show for reality stars, nothing would make me happier.
Ooh, we could
I'm
pair people up,
in.
Dina. This would be great. Like if we just
We
set up
make
like a
yeah.
date, but we like referee the people. I think that would
Yes.
be phenomenal.
Yeah, it would be so fun. We did, it wasn't with reality stars, but we did a season during the pandemic we called it Bachelor and Zuma Dice. So we had a bunch of eligible bachelors and bachelorettes date each other online and then just kind of edited the footage together, kind of like a mini Love is Blind. But they could see each other after a while. And it was so fun. It was so much chaos, but it was so much fun.
I love it.
And then, life happened and everything started opening up again. So it's
You're
very
like,
hard
oh my
to find
God.
eligible bachelors too.
It's always funny to me because then I feel like it's like you make a connection online and then you see each other in person for the first time, after this pandemic. And then you're like, we're having sex immediately, like immediately. Like the only contact I've had is with myself. It is over. It is time.
Share those germs.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Spread the
Testing
love.
means something completely.
Oh God. Yeah, we're not getting tested for this. We're getting tested for STDs.
Oh.
Guys, how has being on the show changed your lives?
Vince, you go first.
Yeah.
I for me it was much less. Because if you follow me on like Instagram, I'm not really active. So I think at first I thought about that, and I didn't get a ton of airtime, but it was more finding some really good friends. I moved to Charlotte. I didn't really know anyone. I had gone through a breakup and was like, I don't know a single soul here. And now I have a ton of good friends. So I was just texting a bunch of them before the show. And it was like a positive change, right? Leave with a couple friends, you're the real winner. And a couple catered meals, and you're the real winner.
Brandon, you got 50% of that. How has your life changed?
Well, first of all, I'm going to need you to stop throwing the catered meals in my face, okay? I've had enough. I want to say kind of the same. I think it's been a little more intense because I feel like for the circle, when you're a fan of the show, you get really involved in the individuals that you're watching. And it almost feels like a friendship is being formed with who you're watching, even though you haven't met them, because I think the circle does connections so well. And so for me, I felt like I didn't just like bond with my like castmates, but I also feel like I have an open line of communication with the fans. It's almost like, they'll message me and just be like, oh my God, did you watch this episode yet? What are your thoughts? I just want to know what you're thinking. And so I think that's very exciting because it feels very personal and it doesn't feel like a fan interaction. It kind of feels more personal. So I'd say maybe that's one of the bigger changes. And I have a lot of friends online.
But you also have one of those personalities where you just feel like you both really warm and welcoming right away. And it's like, even though we don't know you, we know you.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I'd be curious. Did you come away with any really close relationships? Are you close with anyone from the show?
Yeah, Cassie. I literally talk to Cassie almost every single day. She literally, I don't know what it is, but we just connected so hard, so fast. I literally go to Kentucky like so often to just hang out with her. So I'd say that was probably my strongest bond, who I actually continue to talk to. But I do talk to several of the other castmates as well. Like, I don't feel like I have bad blood with any of them. They might think differently, but they haven't told me. So I don't know. I feel like we had a pretty close
rumors.
cast. Oh, I want to know.
I'm just kidding. No rumors.
Who do I have to?
Yeah.
No, I love that. I really do. I'm glad. I think, if you come away with like one good friend from this, it is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you the tough questions now. I'm gonna ask you at least a tough question here.
Vince is bad cop.
And
Vince is
I'm
definitely bad cop.
I was like, we need a little more bad cop on
I'm
the
into
podcast,
it.
and you answered however you will, because I would
Gotcha.
be like dancing away from it. But there's got to be someone on the show where you're just like, I just can't stand them, or there's a moment that you were just like, they really infuriated me.
Huh.
Let's see how diplomatic the answer is.
I don't think Brandon's that kind of person.
Yeah, I'm not very diplomatic. I think I don't really have beef with any of them in like public, like outside of the show. I think in the show, I had a really hard time almost bonding, I would say, with Autumn because for me in the show, she came in at such a time where we were in the middle of this giant twist. I had no like choice but to kind of go for her because it was a her or me and Miles kind of situation. But I think what pissed me off about it was, and they didn't show it. I wish they would have because I was so spicy. I went
Beyond
to
the hot tub spicy?
Oh, I mean, like I was so mad. I went to apologize. I went to apologize to her, and I started very like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I can't imagine how you feel right now. You really were going through it in that game. Blah blah blah. And instead of just kind of taking the apology and then trying to move forward, she came at me and was basically calling me a bully and all this jazz, and I lost it. Like I remember, just to say some of the things I said, I was very much like, I'm a bully. I was like, I don't think so, biatch. Like I went off, and then spoiler alert, she gets eliminated. And I'm sitting there and we're waiting for them to come knock on our door to see who she's visiting. And I remember doing a timeout. I was like, timeout. And I looked at production, like I looked in the camera and I was like, this is a real moment. This is not Olivia. This is Brandon. I'm having a real moment right now. If Autumn comes to visit me, I was like, I'm open to having a discussion. But if she comes in here yelling, I'm going to drag her ass right back out that door. And production was just like, okay, calm down. It's not that serious. And I was like, no, it is that serious. If she comes in here, guns a-blazing, I'm going to show her who, the real biatch is. So I think that was maybe a moment. But we reconnected at the finale and was kind of like, she apologized because she was hurt. And I was like, I get it. I really do get it. But I was trying to apologize and I just felt like you were being kind of a bitch.
It sounds like you have good experience. It sounds like you have good experience putting divas in their place. And I love it.
I just grew up in a no bullshit environment. Like I'm from Kentucky. I grew up in an environment where it's like you are kind until someone gives you a reason not to be. So the moment you give me a reason to not be nice to you, then I will destroy you. And I don't have an issue doing it. I just don't.
All right. Well, note that, everyone. Don't cross Brandon's path because he will drag you out. He will drag you out the room by your hair.
And while we're on the topic of beef, I just want to say this show has beef with two of your castmates right now. The first being Autumn. You canceled your show here in Phoenix. I bought tickets like 6 months ahead of time and found out 2 days before. I am so sad. Everybody just completely bailed and left me by myself in the desert once again. So that's my first beef.
Why did she cancel?
I don't know. I didn't ask why. It just happened.
You want me to call her?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, hey, Brandon, can we call her right now? Like, get her, phoned in on the show. Phone a friend.
Listen, I'll try. She will probably not answer, but I'll give it a go.
Dina, do you want to phone in Autumn?
We can try. This is getting so off the rails. We haven't even started on the recaps for this season yet. I mean,
I want to know Autumn's real feelings on the situation with Brandon on the beef.
Oh. Brandon,
oh
are you
my
calling
God.
her?
Listen, hold on. Give me 2 seconds here. Let's see if we can get her on. She's definitely not gonna answer. I will tell you that.
We should leave a voicemail just so she knows we're thinking about her.
Yes. Yeah.
Should I try to FaceTime her? Hold on. Where is she? Autumn.
I was gonna say I can send the link, but she probably won't see it for a while.
Right.
She does reply. She did tell me she wasn't going to be there, but I had to guys, is anything? It just came off the website. Is anybody coming still? Am I going to drive an hour and a half out to this venue and no one's going to be there?
I'm FaceTiming right now, so let's see if she answers.
She's going to with your luck now, she's going to pick up. She's going to, why is Brandon FaceTiming me?
Right? She's going to be like, no.
Emergency.
Oh, God. I hope she doesn't think that.
You know what? She's single now too. We need to set her up on a date.
Oh yeah, so she's unavailable. Look, I tried. Right. I promise I'm not lying.
Let me throw this out. Let me throw this out in the air. Autumn, battle of the queens between you and Brandon here on this podcast.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. That would be spicy. I don't think we have any. I personally don't think we have any drama left, though. But I think, if we really dug up those old feelings from that night, I'm sure we could get into an argument. But because we had the rap party, right? And we all stayed in an Airbnb together. Literally, I was her roommate. So it's been squashed, but I think we could dig it back up. I think we could go back if we really want.
I'm all about airing the unresolved trauma. So,
Vince is the secret, usually there's one person that's the therapist of the season on Love is Blind. Vince is the instigator, undercover. Yeah. You didn't see the drama, but it was happening behind the scenes.
I think that's exciting, though. I think that's why I want to do a show where I'm in person, because there's just something about someone kind of coming for you and thinking you're not going to do anything about it, and then just surprising them and being like, actually, no, wrong. I am definitely going to do everything about it. And that's the fun part of reality TV is if you hit me, you go home. So I'm going to do everything I can to piss you off. Hit me, bitch, go home.
You would be great on the challenge.
I would have a blast because I would literally argue so hard, and I don't have a reason to quit.
I think we want to see more of Brandon. I think we need.
Obviously,
I think this is the call. If we don't see any more shows, then this is just a reality TV tragedy. It really is.
I mean, fingers crossed. I would love the opportunity to argue on TV.
Yeah, you've got a spice level that just exceeds, most.
I have a fun. I don't know. I dealt with a lot of BS when I was younger. I was bullied a lot and stuff like that. So now I just don't have time for it. At this point, I'm an adult. I'm 35 years old. If you have something to say it, but just know I'm going to say my piece too. That's kind of where I'm at. With anyone, honestly, even my friends know, I've been in arguments with friends, everyone does it, but it's one of those things where it's I don't just back down. It's not constructive for me to just be the person, because I used to always be the person that was okay. You win. And no, I'm a winner now.
Yes, you are. You are literally the winner.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the soft side of Vince here, and I mean it genuinely. You know, people who go through those kinds of struggles in their adolescence often grow up like you to be the most beautiful people. So.
Aw, stop, Vince. When are we going on a date?
Oh. We're already finding love here on the podcast.
Right. Oh my God, Vince, you're so funny.
I've already tried to set up Vince.
I love it. It's hilarious.
I am happily. Well, my girlfriend's sitting over on the couch right now, so.
A girl.
Yeah, she's probably like, "Who's this bitch she's talking to?"
Olivia. It's Olivia.
It's Olivia. It's Olivia.
I have big boobs and I'm beautiful.
Hi, baby girl. Lexi's trying to say hi. All right, guys. We've got to kind of steer the ship back in the right direction.
Right. What are we talking about? Season 7.
Well, I don't even know anymore, to be honest. I don't know
what show is this?
Where am I?
We do have some more crossover in that episode 5 is called Circle Wedding Crashers. Of this season of The Circle. We'll finally get into it. What is with the hard match? Every game is like a dating themed game, a marriage themed game. They're in wedding dresses and tuxes. What is going on? I'm confused what kind of a show I'm watching. We had a single season. It was not the best season of the show. What is happening? Brandon, do you have any insight into why? Why?
I honestly, genuinely don't get it. Like, for me, I think dating shows are fun. I'm not going to lie. I like watching them. I've watched several, but there's a point where it's like, enough is enough. We have 20 dating shows. Like, we're good on it. We're good on it. Like, let's do a show that is not based on just finding people to make them fall in love. Like, I'm so over it. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I think Netflix has a lot of great ideas. I just think they need to steer away from all the dating. I want a show where people are actually competing, where people are actually like trying to win the prize and not find a husband. Like, I get it. I'm desperate too. I'm single. I'm over here like I might die alone. But at the end of the day, if I go on a reality show that is considered a competition, I am there to compete. I am not there to marry you or have a fake wedding game. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sorry, Studio Lambert, I love you, girl. You know I love you. But what was that?
What is happening? And they're not even games at this point. It's just like people dressing up and dancing. There's no like gameplay aspect to it. It's just like, here's a box of wedding supplies. You must be bored sitting in that apartment.
I guess. I loved the zombie thing. I thought the zombie thing was a lot of fun. I was actually kind of jealous. I was like, I want a thriller moment. But the wedding thing, I was just like, what? Like, we're doing circle weddings now? Like, weddings? The part that irritated me was, like, I don't know. It was almost taken seriously instead of just being a joke.
Yeah. There were like competitive edges of like, no, it's my wedding. No, it's my wedding. How dare you talk to my husband like that? Like, there was a lot of...
There was definitely edging.
Now, if you guys were on this season not knowing, so they never said it was a single season. They just, we thought it was a regular season, and now it's really taking this turn. Do you think, both of you, and I'll start with you, Vince, like they're getting really spicy and then they're getting really serious on it's really the entire end of the dating spectrum. Do you think you could play along with that, or would you just shut it down?
You mean like me in general, or just bringing that on?
If you're in the game, yeah, like you're in the game trying to win, and they're just really pushing hard to set everybody up in these couples for whatever reason.
So, I don't know. I might be like an odd man out in this situation. And I was on the bomb squad for 10 years. Like, I am pretty resolute if I get like locked into a position, but I will also, try to influence people. So like I can play the game, but I'm not going to do it in dramatic fashion. I will do it in a very subtle way and just be, very calm. Did you hear what Olivia said about Autumn the other day on the podcast? I thought that was a little aggressive. I don't know. I wouldn't handle that well. So
hi, Jeremy. Jeremy popped in to say hello.
Hi,
Jeremy, my arch nemesis.
Who will be joining us. Here's the official announcement.
He's one of my best friends. Jeremy's one of my best friends. I don't have enough good things to say about him.
Love him. He's so sweet.
Now, Brandon, obviously we're frustrated from a fan perspective, or at least you and I are watching this wedding stuff. Would you play the game knowing that that's the turn that it took?
So here's the thing. We played games on my... Oh, me?
Yeah, all of a sudden I can't hear you. Can you hear him, Dina?
Yeah.
Oh, why can't
oh no.
I don't know.
This is wild.
Let's see, 36 minutes. Brandon?
Yeah.
I can still hear you. Vince, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I just see Brandon's mouth moving. This is the wildest thing
I'm talking so much crap. Crap.
Oh, the beef that we're about to start? Okay, Brandon, I'm going to take you out of the room and put you back in for a second to see if that helps.
Okay.
Did that do anything?
Hello?
Oh, outstanding.
Magic!
I have a question here. And this is from Jeremy. Jeremy's been wanting to know this for a long time because he's picked somebody in this group, but because he has a couple icons on this list, and so Jeremy wants to know who is the biggest gay icon: Tina Turner, Barbara Streisand, or Liza Minnelli?
No. I plead the fifth. The gays are vicious. I am not answering this question.
Because Jeremy said he lit a candle for Tina Turner a couple months ago, as we all should have.
Wait, did she die? I didn't know
Queen
she died.
Tina is no longer with us.
Oh, I'm out of the loop.
I think they're all like gay icons. So you can't really just be like, oh, this one's better than this one, because they all contributed so much to the LGBTQ plus like community. So it's kind of like picking one of them is kind of a sin.
Jeremy, you can defend yourself. I sent you the live link. If you think there's beef starting, by all means, join us and we'll have a true...
Jeremy's trying to get me gay canceled.
No, I think Vince is trying to get you gay canceled and using Jeremy as a patsy.
Vince, I thought we had something.
Like I said, I started very, very subliminally,
Did I not mention this is a new season of The Circle? We're taking it over to the Love Pod.
It's on. You have no idea.
The link is in your DMs, Jeremy. Just head on over there.
Is Jeremy coming on?
I think Jeremy is coming on.
Brandon, I got a friend. He's real funny. You're going to love him.
Yeah. This has gone completely off the rails.
Okay, so I do want to say the wedding thing. Here's my only call out for it. We played games on my season, right? And you obviously ham it up, but like with the wedding thing, there was like zero hamming. It was almost like, no, that's my baby daddy, and it's like serious. Like that's who I'm ending up with. Like that's my husband. And I was just like, I was like, y'all, ham it up. This is a joke. Like, it's supposed to be a joke. It was not taken as a joke. And I was like, what the hell? Are we literally, what was the game we played? We played, I don't remember. God, it's been so long. I feel like it's been forever. But I hammed it up. It was like a breakup thing. They didn't even show it. I had a full blown meltdown. Like, I was like, oh my God, hamming it up because it's a joke. And I
Yes.
just felt like that wedding thing was just like, why are they taking it seriously?
I think the women took it more serious than the men too.
Yes.
Because obviously Kevin blocking Savannah, and then Darian doesn't seem as committed as Jadeja is, especially with his. So we can kind of go back and forth, but Darian getting the disruptor power. So now he has the power to choose an influencer who is going to block somebody from the game. And he chooses Kevin instead of, why is everybody not going with their alliances, just totally turning their backs? It's like the least loyalty I've seen of any season. And I've watched Love is Blind people leave their fiancés mid-conversation. So
I have two theories. I think one, Darian was just like, okay, Kevin's my boy. Like, he's gonna have my back. We got the bro squad. Which, as a viewer, we're like, no, he doesn't. He basically was like already trying to get rid of you. And then my other side of it is, I think he's afraid if he throws Jadeja like in as the influencer, then everyone's gonna know it was him for sure. So I don't. Did they?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I felt like if he threw in Jadeja, then everyone would be like, "Oh, this is Darian. Darian's trying to save his butt." So then they're gonna try to go after him even harder. The only thing with Kevin, though, because we've seen what happens last time he was in the hangout. Like, he can't fight the twins. Like, he can't fight them on the level that they're willing to fight him.
Yeah, he's very passive, which is unlike one of our next guests, who I am going to bring on right now. Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I heard that I'm trying to incite riots right now, so I figured I'd join the party real quick.
There are going to be
Brandon,
a group of queens at your house that are just going to burn it down. So
it wouldn't be the first time, man. It's all good.
Jeremy, who's your gay icon?
My gay
and why is
icon.
it Brandon?
It's me.
I mean, I love Brandon. Like, he knows this. We chat back and forth. How did anybody pass up on Freddie Mercury?
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I mean, you can't not love Freddie Mercury. The man had the pipes of an angel. I mean, I still listen to Queen all the time. I mean, you can't pass up on that one. Brandon, you're a close second, but sorry.
Thank you. It's okay. I understand. I'm way more talented than he was, but yes, I get it.
No, for sure.
You are.
I mean, if I ever need like a food critic or someone who can ever show me like a solid hot dog like stand or something like that, I know to come to Brandon.
I know where to find all the good wieners.
That's going to be your date setup, Brandon. We're going to set you up for hot dogs with 3 eligible bachelors.
I feel like that's going to be taken in such a direction. I mean, I'm into it, but I guess we'll have to start an OnlyFans.
I like that. Yeah, no. Like, wieners and dating. I think that's an idea.
There's something there. It's working.
Next reality show. Yeah, the next big reality show on Netflix is going to be called Dates and Wieners.
Just watch out; they don't have too much relish on them.
But
oh, come on. All right. I'm actually down in Florida right now, so I just wanted to say hi, and Vince, stop trying to get involved in this stuff, and love all you guys, and you guys have a good day.
Love
Jeremy,
you too. We'll see you
I'll
soon,
message
Jeremy.
you later.
I think I accidentally kicked him off. Sorry, Jeremy. Oh wait, you're back. You're back. Sorry.
Okay. No, I was saying.
And now Brandon's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brandon. He and I got to talk about some stuff later, so we'll catch up. But you guys have a good one. I'm gonna go
You
sweat
better
my butt
not
off
be
in Florida.
cheating on me. You better not
I'm
be
in.
cheating on me.
I'm in Orlando, so you know never mind. We're just gonna.
That's my hometown.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I went to college there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in Orlando right now and get ready to head to Tampa and then down to Sarasota. So we're hitting the West Coast today.
All right. Well, safe travels and thank you for popping by.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have a good one. See you, Vince.
You too.
Take care.
Brandon, where'd you go?
Did you kick poor Brandon out too?
No, I very much see Brandon on the screen. Listen, I am very bad at this tech stuff. You know that, but Brandon kicked himself off. Brandon, we don't have to recap the show. I mean, at this point, you know, it is what it is. Brandon, come back.
You okay?
Brandon.
I think you might